Huge dragons, fighter jets, strong bosses, magic. This is not vanilla Minecraft anymore. I will show most that epic boss fights to Minecraft, powerful weapons with movesets, dragons with abilities that you can tame, military vehicles, many new creatures, and a lot of other features. Here are the 30 best Minecraft mods that are still updated. The first mod today is DragonRise. This is a vehicle pack for the Super Warfare mod. There are 71 vehicles and many items, but also uniforms and deployed weapons. These vehicles are very detailed. You can drive with them, but also shoot with machine guns, missiles, and other weapons. There are vehicles like military tanks, helicopters, but my most favorite are the fighter jets. This mod is very often updated, so there are new vehicles often. This is one of the best mods when you want to fight against many new creatures and bosses in Minecraft. There are new creatures for each biome. Some of them have 200 HP, some of them only 40, but it's really hard to beat them. There are heavy mobs like the Titan Rabbit, Nature Spirit, Hydra, Leech, Armor of the Desert, and others. It will be so much fun to explore the world, but also much harder to stay alive there. Arc Raiders. Yes, this is a mod inspired by this game. So there are new entities, but also items and guns. There are enemies like wasps, hornets, snitches, shredders, leapers, and a few others. So this is the best Arc Raiders mod that you can have in Minecraft. All these entities are very detailed. There are also 6 new armor sets and items like repair kits, custom items, and 14 guns like SMGs, pistols, sniper rifles, and more. Another mod that is inspired by a cool game is the Devil May Cry weapons mod. There are many new swords and great swords, but also pistols, shotguns, and other guns. You can find all these weapons in wood chests that you can find in vanilla structures. You can also craft all of them. Each weapon is very detailed. I really like the 3D models and textures of these weapons. The Timers and Classic Zero mod is the best gun mod for Minecraft. This mod is still updated, so there are new guns. You can craft all these guns on the weapon workbench. Each weapon is very detailed. The animations are very cool. You can also modify guns with attachments like scopes, magazines, silencers, and others. There are also many TaCZ add-ons that you can combine with this mod if you want more guns and other features. There are many types of pistols, assault rifles, sniper rifles, shotguns, and a lot of other types. The last update added guns like revolver, hand cannon, car rifle, Taurus, few attachments, ammo, and more. Another mod is an add-on for the Iron Spells and Spellbooks mod that has many new magic spells, but also magic armor sets and weapons. There are around 50 spells, like combat spells, defensive and support spells, exploration and crafting spells. So there are spells for everything, not only for combat. There are spellcaster guns, staves, weapons like magic guns and a lot of other features. This is a huge magic mod. If you remember the Project Babylon mod that brings very detailed 3D weapons to Minecraft, there is a new mod from this creator that has very good looking armor sets. These armor sets are so cool. You can become a wizard, but also a soldier, paladin and assassin. There are different tiers of armor, like gold, iron, diamond and others. If you hate spiders, I don't recommend this mod to you, because this mod adds many spiders to Minecraft, but they are huge and strong. There are many types of tarantulas and web spiders, but there are also some new items, spider cave biomes and more content. There are spiders like Harvestman, Camel Spider, Giant Sea Spider, Assassin Spider and many other types. I will show you some of them, because there are so many of them. Boss's Rise is a mod that I showed you many times, but it can be missing on this mod list also. This mod adds souls like bosses to Minecraft. The last update added a huge kraken that you can challenge on a ship, where you will need to beat the pirate skeletons first. It's so fun to fight against kraken, but he has 2 phases and very strong attacks. There are also other bosses like Yeti, Sandworm, Inferno Dragon and the Underworld Knight. Each boss you can find in different biomes and structures. There are also some new armor sets, weapons and other items that you can get by beating these bosses. Each boss has different spells, attack animations and you can dodge abilities with combat draw. Better beach biomes. This is an amazing mod that is not that popular, but brings a lot of content for the beach biome. There are new plants and blocks, but the most important are the creatures. There are cannibal tribes, so you need to be more careful. There are animals like dodo, crab and sandworm, but also cannibals with different weapon types. This is the best new add-on for the Immersive Aircraft mod. This mod adds so many planes and helicopters to Minecraft. The cool thing is that you can also upgrade them. Planes have fancy animations and open-able doors. You can craft them in survival. There are planes like Skyhawk, Eclipse, Talon Fighter, Ranger Helicopter and many others. This is my most favorite Pure Fate add-on that has new techniques. With this mod you can become Bomb Devil. You will have 6 new abilities that deal a lot of damage. You can explode enemies, have punches with explosive damage and more. I will show you the abilities that you will have. If you want to have very detailed animals in your world, this mod is very good for that. There are animals like horses with different genetics, colors and patterns. There are new drops, food items, horse armors, mount cosmetics, mount emotes and other features. There are new animals like pigs, cows, sheep and others. EpicFight-Nightfall is my most favorite epic fight mode. This mod is huge. There are so many weapons that you can choose from. Each weapon is very detailed, look really good, but the most important are the movesets and special abilities that you will have. There are weapons like Ruined Greatsword, Duskfire, Ancient Echo Blades, Vanguard Saber, Blade of Ixayo, Shortblade, Yamato Sword, but there are also new weapons like Murasama, Mortal Blade, Kuzabimaru, Crimson Moon, and many others. This mod is insane. I will show some of these movesets. Another mod is only a few days old and has a few hundred downloads, but it's very cool. There are new enemies with unique behaviors. There are RPG-style creatures like Goblin, Evil Bat, Ogre, Werewolf, Silver Skeleton, Ghost, Ovo Bear, and Golem. You can also get some new items. Daffa's Arsenal is one of the best gun mods for TaCZ. There are new recall features, aiming, and many new types of guns. There are guns like pistols, assault rifles, and sniper rifles, but also some special guns. Each gun looks very detailed. I will show some of these guns. My most favorite are the sniper rifles and shotguns. If you are looking for the most amazing iron spells and spellbooks add-on, the Hazen and stuff is the best choice for that. This is a huge magic mod that adds so many detailed magic armor sets, but also weapons with special abilities and curios. There are pure armor sets, cosmetic armor sets, weapons like huge greatswords and axes, and so many other types. Each weapon and armor looks so epic. The second Curse Fate add-on that I want to show you is Fangs. This is a new Curse technique that is only a few days old. If you want very strong fire abilities, with this mod it's possible. You will also have mobility and regeneration as a Phoenix. Hundred Years Warfare. This is a huge mod that adds NPC-based combat to Minecraft. With this mod you can summon soldiers that will fight for you in huge battles. You can conquer the cities, villages, and kingdoms in Minecraft. There are different types of soldiers, wizards, soldiers on mounts, and many other types. You can command them to attack enemies, and there is also an update that combines the TaCZ Iron Spells mod. With this mod, the soldiers can also use guns. IceAndFire Community Edition. If you want to enjoy the IceAndFire mod on this version, which is still updated, this mod will be your favorite. You can also combine this mod with so many other mods, like Iron Spells and Spellbooks, Better Combat, Dragon Survival, and others. If you don't know this mod, there are new structures with wood inside, but also new enemies like Hydra, dragons, new weapons, armor sets, and the cool thing is that you can tame these dragons and put armor on them. They also have different special abilities. Jurassic Revived is my most favorite mod that adds dinosaurs to Minecraft. This mod is very often updated, so there are new dinosaurs all the time. There are new biomes that you can explore. If you want to bring dinosaurs back to life, you need ancient DNA. There are dinosaurs like Trike, T-Rex, Stegosaurus, Oviraptor, and so many others. Each dinosaur looks so good. Night Quest is a mod that adds over 30 armor sets to Minecraft, but also new mobs and items that you can get. There are weapons like Kukri, Paladin Sword, Uchigatana, steel weapons, and others. But the most amazing are the armor sets like Apple and Bamboo sets, Creeper, Deep Slide, Dragon, and Enderman sets, and many others inspired by different creatures. Nexus Infection is a mod that makes the overworld more dangerous because there are new biomes with so many creatures and some structures. There are creatures like visitors, that is the first phase of infection, but there are also Nexus hives and huge creatures. This mod will change your overworld and it will be so hard to stay alive there. DeltaForce Melee Pack. This is an add-on for the West Raisins Tactical Equipment mod. Yes, these melee weapons are inspired by the DeltaForce game, so you can choose from weapons like a butterfly, axe, dagger, and others. Each weapon is very detailed and the animations of inspecting and attacking are so epic. Ninshu Origins is the best Naruto mod that is very often updated and brings so many features from Naruto to Minecraft. With this mod you can become a ninja and choose from over 500 jutsu. You can add points to your stats to become stronger, but also learn different techniques and forms. There are huge tailed beasts, frog summons, snake summons, and other creatures. NukaCraft is a mod inspired by the Fallout universe. There are weapons, based on creatures, and the legendary power armor. At this time there are features like wasteland that you can explore, but also food that will help you to stay alive, creatures that you can fight against, biomes, and a radiation system. The The Armory of Remnants mod brings endgame armor sets and weapons, but also curios and spells to Minecraft. I like this new mod so much because these armor sets are so detailed and you will also have wings. With this gear, you will feel like the final boss of Minecraft. All these armor sets and weapons are compatible with Epic Fight. I want to show you also my most favorite mod with dragons. Since Dragons mod is a mod that has dragons that you can tame and have special abilities. There are dragons like Ignivorous, Rivix, Cindervane, Stegonaut, Varasuchus, Volitens and Nuyao. You can tame them, but you will need to damage them first a little bit. These dragons have abilities like Fireballs, Fire Breath, Tail Attacks and a lot of other movesets. If you are a fan of the Scorch Guns mod, this mod adds so many new factions and creatures with guns to Minecraft. There are enemies like Tank Buster, Trench Sniper and Shovel Knight, but also Tank, Walker Mini-Boss, a huge whale with a weapon arsenal, mutants and a lot of other creatures that are so strong. And the last mod today is the Simply Airdrops mod. This is a mod that is very simple but very cool at the same time. There are dynamic airdrop events, there are custom mood tables and crate types. This is a very cool mod for the Zombie Apocalypse mod pack, so you can find there some useful items. That's it for today's mod showcase. If you want more Minecraft mods, hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to check the Discord below.